Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ. And make sure you hit that like button because we have a ton of upgrades on defense. Let's run through them. So Shaquem Griffin does have an upgrade. I could upgrade the speed rusher, finesse moves, power moves, and tackling, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to upgrade his coverage to make him more of a coverage guy because he does play middle linebacker when he is in. So I am going to upgrade the coverage a little bit, get that up. So I'm going to upgrade that and see what he goes up to. So he does not move up in overall, but he does move up in man and zone. So that's what I wanted there. And he moves up to 63 zone. And what is his man? 55. So we got a while to go to get him up. So next we move on to Chandler Jones, and you see his attributes here. You know, he has pretty low finesse moves. I'm surprised, but he has high power moves, and I do want to put his power rush up. He's a 90 at power rush, but I do also kind of want to put up his run stopper just so he can shed blocks a little better. But no, let's keep it going with the power rush. Let's make him unstoppable. So he does go up to 91 overall, plus 2 power moves, plus 2 hit power. So now he's up to 93. So let's just look at the Ravens squad. That's who we are going up against this week. So he's got Ndamukong Suh as his top player on his roster. Russell Wilson's there as well. Zach Brown, so he's got good linebackers. Jabal Sheard at right end, Talib at corner. Clinton Dix as well. Mosley, Rudolph. I mean, he's got a pretty good squad here. I mean, we're going down this list. He's got better overall guys than us, but you know, it's just a bunch of guys put together that are just pretty solid. So this is going to be a tough matchup, I gotta say. Let's just look at his past matchups. Let's see what he did last game. I don't know his record. Let's just check that out. So he is 0-2 though. He lost 24-29 to the Bengals last week, and then 7-70 the first week. So let's just look at the box score to do a little scouting here, see exactly what he's looking like. So he did have Russell Wilson, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, but then look at Deshaun Kaiser, had 6 interceptions. So I mean, maybe we can force him into some bad throws because it is showing that he will turn the ball over. So let's hop into the game. So this game we are on the road, and this is going to be a tough matchup. We know they have a pretty good defense, but their offense just hasn't been there. So on the second play of the game, here is Russell Wilson throwing out to Carlos Hyde, trucking a defender on that one and picking up the first down. That time Artie Burns could not make the tackle initially. So on a 1st and 10, look at this pass rush already. And who else? Chandler Jones. And you know, when I drafted Chandler Jones, I did not expect him to be this dominant, but already within the first couple of games, I believe he has 5 sacks already. So now 3rd and 10 here, close to the 50-yard line. Throwing across the middle is Russell Wilson, but that one is going to be deflected by Micah Hyde. So we do force them to punt the ball. Look at Phillip Lindsay breaking a tackle. The backup, actually 3rd string running back, getting a nice return. So now setting us up at the 35-yard line. Here is Chad Kelly, had a pretty good game last week. So he's going to be looking to build off of that one. Gets hit on the throw on that. So now a 3rd and 12 early on in this game. Clean pocket, throwing the ball deep, and Curtis Samuel straight burns the corner on that one. Single coverage over the top, and that is an absolute dime from Chad Kelly as we get on the board first in this game, making it 7-0. So here comes Russell Wilson back out onto the field and tossing it out to Carlos Hyde to start this next drive out for a couple of yards. So now on a 2nd and 8, throwing across the middle, but this time Shaquem Griffin is there for the interception, his first career interception in the NFL, and that sets us up nicely past the 50-yard line. As here is Curtis Samuel getting the next reception there for a first down. So now on a 1st and 10, under center this time. Here's Chad Kelly throwing the ball deep to Sutton. It's going to get tipped. He's going to have it in his hands and drop it. And they are going to come up with the interception. That is Zach Brown that gets the deflection and catches it. And now Baltimore takes back over inside their 5-yard line. But they do escape the trouble, as now that Russell Wilson did complete that pass over the middle. So now on a 2nd and 10, avoiding Von Miller on that one. But we do have a spy, and we get out to him. Who else? Chandler Jones, another sack. So now facing a 3rd and 15. Here's Russell Wilson with a clean pocket, dumping it off to Hayden Hurst, who picks up a few yards. It's actually Kyle Rudolph, and they are now close to the first down marker. So they go for it on a 4th and 2, and look who it is. I swear, Parker is just making plays for us this season, and he actually allowed the linebacker to get in for the stop that time. So now on a 2nd and 9, trying to get some points on the board quickly. We test the user, and Clinton Dix does come up with the interception right back. So 2 interceptions already for Chad Kelly. The first one, not so much his fault, but that one trying to do too much and turns the ball over. So now here to start the 2nd quarter, here is Russell Wilson throwing over the middle, a wide open receiver that time, and that's going to be a first down now inside of field goal range. So now on a 1st and 10 here from the 25-yard line, throwing over the middle, and Budda Baker comes up with the interception. And what a great interception over the middle, as we do prevent the points on that one. So now coming back out on the next drive, here's Chad Kelly on the play action, throwing to the left side. Nice catch that time by Cortland Sutton on the sideline, holding on to that one. So a couple of plays later, on a 3rd and 14, here's Chad Kelly not having enough time to throw the ball, and Ndamukong Suh getting in for the sack. So we do have to punt it away to this offense. Russell Wilson already thrown 2 picks in this game. He dumps it off to Carlos Hyde for another big gain for a first down. So that little short dump pass has been working for him so far. So now on a 1st and 10 here, here's Russell Wilson running and finding some running lane and picking up 15 yards on that carry. So now on a 1st and 10 at the 43, giving it out to Royce Freeman, but Shaquem Griffin is going to be there for the tackle. So now on a 3rd and 11 at the 42, 2.5 minutes left in this quarter. Threading the needle is Russell Wilson, finding his target for a first down. So now here is Wilson on a play action fake, throwing over the middle, but Micah Hyde is going to be there for the interception, and that is going to be his 3rd interception thrown on the day for Russell Wilson already in this first half. So now here comes Chad Kelly back out on offense, and Cortland Sutton has some running room, and he makes a juke move and gets up past the 50-yard line to the 43. So now on a 2nd and 10, 1.5 minutes left in the first half, and here he is creating some time in the pocket, throwing over the top, and Pierre Garçon is off to the races and almost makes it in for the touchdown, but gets tripped up at about the 4. So now in a play action fake on a 2nd and goal, look who it is, Julius Thomas, the veteran. He did retire in real life, but in honor of his years in Denver, I am going to keep him on the squad as Bradley Chubb comes back out on the next possession and gets the sack. So now 30 seconds left in this half, 3rd and 9. Here's Russell Wilson trying to roll out to the right. The spies are getting to him. He's going to throw the ball deep. Actually a nice throw, but his receiver can't keep his feet in bounds. That's Jamison Crowder. So they do punt the ball away here. 15 seconds left in this half on a play action fake, throwing to the left side, and that's actually going to be caught by Curtis Samuel. So now one last play here in this half, play action fake and single coverage over the top, and look who's burnt. Curtis Samuel gets over the top of the defense. Cannot get there, and we score as 1 second is left on the clock in the first half, and now we go into halftime up 21-0. But on this first possession of the second half, Chad Kelly trying to do a little too much on that throw, throwing an interception. So now Russell Wilson, it's like they started out the half with the ball here. Throwing to the outside, but Micah Hyde is going to be there to knock the ball out of the hands of Jamison Crowder. So now on a 3rd and 4 at the 19-yard line. Here's Russell Wilson rolling out to the right, trying to find some running room, throws across the middle, and that's going to be intercepted by Ron Parker. Look at Ron Parker. He has a head of steam, and nobody is going to catch him as he goes all the way into the end zone for the touchdown. And now that makes it a 28-0 lead. So now here are the Ravens back out on offense, and finally getting a big play over the top is Russell Wilson. After having 4 picks already thrown, he makes a nice throw on that one. So on the next play, a couple plays later, he finally fits it in there and gets the touchdown to Jamison Crowder. So now it is 28-7 here in this game, and we are into the 3rd quarter, and we're trying to get our running game going a little bit. But on this next play, we do a play action. Jabal Sheard is there for the sack. So now on a 3rd and 22, here's Chad Kelly getting pressure out, but throwing the ball over the middle, and Cortland Sutton almost got there, but that's going to be incomplete. So we do have to punt the ball away. So after a pretty good return, here's Russell Wilson back out on the next play, running that same play he connected on earlier. And there it is once again to Jamison Crowder. 2 big plays on the same play, as now they are set up inside the 5-yard line. And Royce Freeman, the Bronco in real life, gets in for the touchdown. So now here is Ronald Jones getting his first big carry of the game. Like I said, I want to get this running game going because I haven't done anything with Rojo so far in this season, as now he gets another big carry there, that time for 9 yards. So on a 2nd and 2 under center, here is Chad Kelly, play action fake to the running back, and look who's open once again, but no, this time Chad Kelly cannot throw that one on target. So now we get faced with the 4th and 2, and we do go for it, and Rojo has a running lane up the middle and gets the first down. That's actually his longest run of the season so far. So now on a 1st and 10, here's Rojo one more time, getting the handoff to the left side, and now he's gonna get a first down. So 2 big carries already on this drive, the 2 longest of the season. Here is James White being patient, waiting behind his blocks, and eventually breaks through for a 10-yard gain. So we haven't been able to run the ball like this at all this season. And here's James White, another running lane. So this is what we're doing, just wearing down this defensive line. Is on a 3rd and 11, Rojo does get stopped, and we're going to be smart here and kick the field goal and make it a 3-score lead. So now we're on to the 4th quarter, as here is Russell Wilson coming back out on the next drive on a 2nd and 1, throwing the ball deep, as he's had success the last couple of drives, and that one is deflected. So it gives the Ravens new life. That could have been an interception, but on a 3rd and 1 under center, finding his tight end Kyle Rudolph over the middle for the first down. So here is Russell Wilson from the shotgun. Flag on the play, but it's on the defense, offsides, and look at Kyle Rudolph getting open one more time. So here is Russell Wilson now in the field goal range, but trying to put some points on the board. Rolling out, but meeting Von Miller there for the sack. So now on a 3rd and 21, can Russell Wilson put together a miracle throw? But he throws over the top, and that one is going to be picked off once again by Buda Baker, who's actually going to have a running room and get to the outside, but get tackled at the 50-yard line. So now we take back over here on a play action fake. Here's Chad Kelly under center, throwing to the outside. Cortland Sutton with the move on the defender, throwing off another one, and he's going to pick up the first down. Cortland Sutton is just such a beast on this game. So on a 2nd and 13, look who's open. Cortland Sutton down the sideline, and that is a touchdown for the Broncos. And we make it a 4-score lead, as this defense is just not allowing Russell Wilson to do anything. So on the first play of the next drive, right on cue, there is Ron Parker there for the interception and getting up inside the 10-yard line. 2 interceptions for the veteran, as we now take over inside the 10-yard line. But on a 3rd and goal, here is Chad Kelly throwing over the middle, but Curtis Samuel is overthrown. So we do settle for another field goal. So now here the Ravens come back out with 2.5 minutes left in this game, just trying to put some points on the board. But on the first play, another interception, this time by Budda Baker, who's had 3 in this game. And that is going to be a rage quit for the Ravens. Too much defense on this one. I mean, what a game from our team. But we do end up getting the win in this one. We just have to sim win us, and we get the win. I mean, what a game from our defense. So hit subscribe, hit that like button. This season already 3-0, so let's get it. Let's go.